Alright, so last little bit. So anyways, I'm looking into here, and it's fairly simple. You pull out the hop-up and put in a new hop-up. I have, before I take it apart anymore, I have decided that I will not be keeping this rifle because of one main reason. This cylinder volume is going to, I use a 555 millimeter inner barrel. This cylinder volume, I'm not even sure if it can push out throughout the entire barrel it has, because this, a VSR-10 cylinder, has a 510 millimeter inner barrel, or there around, air volume output. That's what you can get out of it. But this is a lot smaller, so the output's a lot smaller, and I don't want to have to deal with a rifle that has this very small cylinder output, and I use heavy BBs. It's just, I'm not going to keep it, so I'm going to reassemble it. You can watch me reassemble, and then so this is the reassembly, because I'm not going to deal with this rifle in any way, shape, or form. First, remember to put this weird cocking, the BB channel feeder onto the rifle with its locking mechanism, so it works. So even the good gun looks really cool. I can't bring myself to keep it. Here is, so put the piston back into the gun first, this on second, and then this on third. Just snaps right on there, just like that. Extremely disappointed with the cylinder not being the same, and something else that I despise is this bolt handle. I can't use these, it just hurt my hand too much, so I always change them out to these bolt handles, which I like a lot more, and I can't change them because it's a different diameter. The spring in here is VSR-10 compatible. I got mine to fit in there, so it is VSR-10 compatible, but the rest of the rifle is not. So bring your bolt all the way back, and then screw on the outer barrel. Really is kind of too bad. I'm gonna actually do a little bit more research before I put this all back together, but I will be back. Alright, so after a lot of thought and some research and good days of research, it has occurred to me that I won't be keeping this rifle. I will be either going for a L96 or an M40A3. I'm not really sure yet. I wouldn't recommend this because the upgradability seems to be different. Also, learned a couple of new things about the bolt itself. The bolt is an L96 AWS bolt. Apparently, it's an L96 AWS bolt. I have no way of confirming or denying that due to not having any sort of AWS parts with me. So, apparently it's an AWS L96 bolt. I have no idea if that's true or false. It's great if it's true, you know, because then you can upgrade this rifle pretty easily with majority L96 AWS parts. For right now, though, the rifle remains only partially upgradable because it looks like it has a different trigger system than anything I've seen. Could be the L96 AWS trigger system, which I am not familiar with at all whatsoever. So it could definitely be that, or it could be something completely different entirely. I have no idea, and I don't want to take that risk. I don't want to take any risk and say in the future I should not have purchased this gun. And so for now, I will be benching it. I might buy one in the future. One comes across my lap. I know how to take it all apart now. I will be doing some more testing of it and give a final review of the rifle. Give a final thoughts in a video, but for now it quite disappointing to me. It was not exactly what I expected. It wasn't exactly what I wanted. So I will be getting exactly what I want, which will probably be the L96 or the M40A3 or both, because I know how to upgrade the M40A3 already, and I've had an L96 before, but I've never upgraded it, so that could be very interesting. A really good note is the hop-up, the adjustment on the hop-up. Amazing. Great job on the adjustment on the hop-up. I actually, that was one of the points that made me really consider keeping this, was how A, easy, and how B, it stays in place. Very sturdy. Easy and sturdy hop-up, which on any sniper rifle is a necessity, and the VSR-10s definitely don't have a very sturdy hop-up out of the box. That's why I usually top dead center mod them. So alright, so that's the reassembly. This piece, let me make sure that this that everything works, right? Gotta make sure of that. So that's in. Anyways, back to this. Let's go see. Sure, it works. Looks fine. Okay. All right. Works good. Let's reassemble the rifle. So this actually is a really important little thing to reassemble the rifle with. This thing comes in the rifle with the screws, so you got to drop this in there. You got to drop it in there with that side. I think it actually doesn't matter which way you drop. No, it does. So it tapers down. So the smaller part is towards the bottom, and then you drop the rifle on top of that. And before you do anything else, you can actually just screw the rifle right in. Just the bottom screw though. Then rifle will stay together for when you need to put the rest on here. So put that on there and make sure those line up. Just do that. Just work. Bottom screw. I use that. So bottom screw, and then side screws. And then you're done. Alright, guns all back together, and we'll see how it works one more time, and then see if I keep it. Alright.